Okay, so I thought I would try something a little bit different today. I've been down sick for a few days and you could probably hear my voice a little bit. I'm not feeling 100%. However, I thought I would take you with me today as my husband and my little Sophie girl and I go out to run a few errands. And I was kind of excited about it because one of the things that we're doing is going on a drive through the country. I thought I would bring you along and show you that. First off, let me introduce you to my sweetie. So sweetie, stop driving for just a quick second. Be safe, children, be safe. This is my husband. This is my husband, Jason. Say hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Thanks.
Hello.
And this is our Sophie girl. And we have a banana, and here's all my Sickie goods. I've got some tissues, some cough drops. My Sophie girl kind of wanders around. I know that's not terribly safe, but it's kind of what we do. This is our little family. This is kind of how we roll here at the Chrissie B household. So I hope you like this new format. It's totally different for me. I'm totally trying it out. If I absolutely hate it, I won't do it again. But why not? Let's just try. Okay, so let me just tell you about our love affair with Dutch Brothers. This place, if you don't have a Dutch Brothers around you, I'm so sorry, but it is the best coffee place, and they are so friendly and always so happy, and they always have great music playing. They just have the best, I don't know, help me describe them, Jay.
They're awesome.
She's coming around to take care of.
She's coming to take our order, so she's going to come to your room now.
Hello, good morning. And our Sophie girl loves it because she always gets treats.
She's just waiting.
It's just awesome. She's waiting. Look, she's waiting for her treat. That's where she sits. I'm gonna do a medium blended Kokomo, please, with no whip. I mean, look at the line. Us people who are in the know, we are in the know, and they are two-sided. So they have a drive up on both sides of the Dutch Brothers, and both sides are back into the street. Like we are kind of hanging out in the street at the moment, trying to wait to get into the actual line.
What would you call it? Their motto?
Their Dutch Brothers creed.
Their creed is something that you have to look up and read. And I can tell you from personal experience, at the multitude of Dutch Brothers that I've been to, they do live by that creed. Every employee is definitely working on that. So, it's pretty awesome.
By the way, just so you know, we are not affiliated with Dutch Brothers at all. Nobody's paying us to say anything. We just love Dutch Brothers. We used to be big Starbucks fanatics, but then when Starbucks changed their star system, it just got really complicated, and it was all about making money. And yeah, I actually came across something on Facebook, I think. It was a Facebook post talking about how a family had come through Dutch Brothers, and I think, if I remember correctly, there was like a death in the family, and all the people in the Dutch Brothers had leaned out the window, and that's what was on Facebook, was this picture of these staff who were leaning out the window at Dutch Brothers with their hands on the customer, basically praying with the customer because the customer had just lost someone really close in their family and was having a hard time. And I just thought that was so awesome, and I realized I didn't want my money going to a big no-name company that was just really out looking for money. I really wanted to go someplace like Dutch Brothers where there was a heart and soul behind the awesome coffee. So that's why we're here. We will be getting our treats. The line's pulling forward. I'm excited. So, and my throat is going to thank me because I really do have a sore throat going on today. I probably should have stayed in bed another day, but man, I am so stir crazy. I've got to get up and get going and get playing. So, and my husband, you should know, is totally addicted to Pokemon Go. So if we could look at the face of denial, people. This is what denial looks like. Can you see him? Sweet denial.
Hot and sexy, yeah.
Okay. Sophie, what are you waiting for? What are you gonna get? Is this your store? I always give her a little Sophie treat. Dutch Brothers coffee. Oh, you're getting a special treat today, Sophie girl? So you're getting a special treat. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Oh, come on. You know you like it.
Alright, so we'll do 9.
Yum! Don't be drinking mine. What are you doing?
Which is good. Okay.
There you go. Thanks,
This one's
guys.
mine. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Oh, my throat thanks you. Sophie, look at your treat. That's yours. She's like, no, where's my dog bone? That was the first time they've ever given her a little cup of, a little dish of whipped cream. I'm impressed. Oh, there she goes. Little princess has to eat it off of Papa's finger. Okay, so now
Windows down. Sorry.
McMinnville, Jeeves.
Okay.
We call it the Mac. We're going to the Mac today. And we don't really have a full agenda. I just know that my favorite art store, my art supply store, is called Merry Artist, and that's where we're heading today. I am so in love with them. They are so knowledgeable, and their prices are really, really low, and they have so much high-end fine art supplies, which is totally, totally awesome. So, yeah, we're heading there, and I just love the drive out there because there's no, like, you can't take the freeway to get there. You have to go through the country to get there. So, yeah, let's go. Okay, so let me tell you something about something my husband and I do. We do something called birthday weekends, and what that is we take the opportunity to basically hog an entire weekend when it is our birthday. So my birthday is on Monday, so this weekend has been my birthday weekend for the whole weekend, and what that means is Jason is essentially required to do anything and everything that I ask him to do. Is that about right?
Yes.
So, however,
Miss Daisy.
it's driving Miss Daisy. But the thing is that I have to be careful because my birthday's in October, his birthday's in November, and whatever I do, like if I make him do something excruciatingly painful, like something that he would absolutely abhor doing, then in turn he then has the right to do the same thing to me. So I try very hard to make sure that any of my birthday weekend requests are very like gentle. How did I say that all right?
You lied pretty convincingly, yes.
So it is my birthday weekend this weekend. I am sick this weekend, but my husband's doing a great job taking care of me today. We've got the cough drops, we've got the cold and flu medicine, and we've got copious amounts of Kleenex with lotion because I have sensitive skin and anyways, blah, blah, blah. Bless you. And unfortunately, I think my husband might be starting to get a touch of my bug because we share everything because I love this man to pieces. So let's see. So birthday weekend. So this weekend, my 2 requests besides my Dutch brothers, and holy hell, he just took a drink of my drink. What the hell?
We share everything.
Man, I lied. We do not share our drinks. Stay out of my coffee lens. Let's see. My request for my birthday weekend was I wanted to go to Merry Artist, which is my favorite art store. I have a couple things that I would like to purchase so that I can show you some of the cool things that I'm doing art-wise. And I really wanted to go to Barnes & Noble. I have a bunch of magazines that I get, and I always say, well, they kind of support my business dreams. And I'll show you when we get there, but yeah, so that's a birthday weekend. I have to be really careful to make sure that I don't abuse my powers. But that usually means like breakfast in bed, and we're gonna go run errands that I want to run, and I'll probably be the one choosing like where we'll have lunch today. But you know, the good thing about Jason and I is we've been together for so long, and even though it's my birthday weekend, I'm still mindful to try to make sure that Jason has a good time and he's enjoying himself as well, because I really do adore this man.
I.e. Pokemon. Ooh, apples.
Focus your driving. Yeah, there are so many gorgeous apple trees around here.
Oh, and they are loaded.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's cider season in Oregon. Anything that hits the ground becomes cider. And over there we got the filbert orchard. The valley is Filbert Orchard Central.
You know, that's the thing about the idea of moving away from Salem that I really am sad about, is that we have all of this right here. Even the idea of being at the ocean, which sounds so awesome, this, oh hello, this is just so peaceful.
So we just move out here.
But is this just too far away from where you work?
I live in Salem and it's too far away from where I currently work. The only way to not live too far away is to live in Portland.
But neither you nor I want to do that.
Nope. If I'm going to spend that kind of money to live somewhere, it needs to be out in the country.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Okay, topic of conversation. You throw something out.
We have, if we buy a farm, if we buy a property out in the country, turn it into a farm. What kind of animals do you want, and what kind of animals will you tolerate? Because I may want something that you don't want on a farm.
Oh, good God. Okay.
I'm not talking monkeys or
I want bees. I really want bees. I love the idea of having honeybees. Although I'm not necessarily afraid of bees, but that kind of freaks me out, the taking care of the bees. So you'd have to be responsible for them.
You don't have to take care of them. You just lease like a portion of a field to a bee farm, and they set it up with hives. And
do they do that? People do that?
Because the bees they work the area. They feed and pollinate everything in the area.
Okay, so then I want chickens. I really like the idea of goats. The little, I was reading about little goats that produce a lot of milk. Although I've really never had goat's milk, and I don't know if I like goat's cheese, so I'm not sure exactly what I would be doing with goats. Is it just because it sounds cool, or is it because I would really like to have goats? I have no idea. But I really want to have a vegetable garden. I really want a fruit orchard. My grandma used to have, you remember Grandma's farm? She had like a little farm, and it was really like a shack on a piece of property, which was, you know, maybe not so glamorous, but it was so much fun to go hang out with. And she would let us help tend the garden. We would do a lot of snapping of peas together, which was so much fun because all the women in the family would get together and we would all like sit around talking. And us as little girls, we would sit like usually on the floor or on a bench a little away from the adults, but we'd still all be snapping peas. And I know for myself, because I'm such an observer, I love just kind of watching them, and the way that they spoke, they talked so fast that I don't think I ever always understood what they were saying, because they talked so fast and like in like rapid fire style, you know what I'm talking about? But I would just love that every once in a while they would just all start laughing all at the same time, and that just made me so like joyous. So even now when I look back on it, even though all those women have passed away, like when I think about that, it just makes me like, oh! So I'm wondering if that's a part of why I want a farm, is because I want that feeling again of basically having a bunch of women all together and cooking together and giggling together and talking in rapid fire succession, and you know, just really like bonding with each other. Doesn't that sound awesome? What do you want?
Sweet sun tea.
Oh, hell yeah.
Doing improvements on the property, building things. I don't know about building furniture, repurposing furniture maybe. I don't want to build new furniture. That's boring. A lot of people do that. I'd like to have a functional farm. I think it'd be cool if we could have, you know, people come out, friends or whoever, make dates to come out, you know, spend
Play.
a weekend on a farm, be a part of
Growing your own food,
growing your own food,
taking care of the animals.
getting up early and taking care of the animals.
How do you feel about a cow? I don't know. You know, our niece Megan is in 4-H club and she takes care of goats, and so we especially this last summer, we've had a lot of opportunities to be around a lot of animals, taking care of animals. I have not personally, honest to God, I can barely touch an animal, so the idea of me like having animals on a farm kind of freaks me out a little bit. But I don't know. I think it might be kind of the experience that would be really cool to do.
You just have to research before we pick the animals, because animals generally do take care of themselves, but they also require a lot of maintenance. You can't just ignore them all week and then play with them on the weekend.
Are you saying it's not like our Sophie girl, who all she needs to be happy in life is to sit on Papa's lap while we're driving,
Yeah.
have a little bit of kibble, and
If you want to milk
Sneak
an
some.
animal, you have to mate the animal. You have to deal with the birth.
oh, good
You
God.
have to feed them grain.
Okay, I'm not so
Not
sure about
just
this
hay
farm
or
thing now.
grass in the fields. And you have to milk them regularly. 'Cause
Can
if
we
you
just
don't,
have
they
like
stop.
a chic box in the country? Like, if I had my dream, this is why I'm not sure like the whole animal thing's gonna work out. If I had my way, I would like pick up an anthropology store, you know, like a ginormous cement and brick and awesome warehousey kind of box, and I would plunk it down in the middle of land. And I would basically turn all of the different spaces in the anthropology store into our home. So it would be like one great, amazing industrial warehouse. I just want like the chicest damn farmhouse you have ever seen. I know, I'm sorry. Like, is that even possible? Like, I don't want bugs. I don't want mice. I don't want to get dirty. I'm not sure if this farm idea is gonna work, but I love nature. I love being out in nature. I love the sounds of nature. What is that over there? This is like Dead Man's Pass. This is like, go! So, yeah, if we could make that kind of farm lifestyle happen, I really would love, like I could see myself playing in a garden, like weeding and feeding and like harvesting. I could see myself up in the orchard trees too. My grandma used to have an orchard. One of my favorite things to do growing up was climbing up into the plum trees or the cherry trees. And because I'm such a like introvert, I can hang out by myself for a really long time. Sit up in the fruit trees just eating so much fruit. Oh my gosh, I remember my first fruit tree memory. I was out at my grandma's farm, and I don't remember, we were living in a different state, I think, and we were just visiting for the summer.
It didn't happen to be followed by a bout of diarrhea.
Oh, it was followed by such a bout of diarrhea. And I did it every single day. I would go sit up in the plum tree, and I would eat so many plums all day. And I just loved it up there because nobody could ever find me, and it was really quiet, and the leaves rustling was such a pretty sound, and it kind of felt like it was like a princess in a tower because I could see all over everything. Like I could see everybody walking around, but nobody could see me. And I would eat so many plums. Oh my God, I had such bad diarrhea. And I did it for days, like every day, and I couldn't figure out why I was sick. My mom thought I was coming down with some kind of a bug. And my grandma's like, are you kidding me? She's up in the plum trees. And I'm like, how did she know? Grandma must be magical.
Pile of plum pits on the ground.
Oh my God, totally. When I look back, I think, oh, you're such an idiot. How did you not know? Like, I was just a little kid. How do you know? But yeah, I can totally see myself having an orchard. Okay, side note. One of my earliest memories of my grandma, my grandma Carter, a totally awesome woman, but one of my absolute earliest memories, I don't know why, but I'm in the bathroom on the pot. I'm peeing. I don't know what's going on. But my mom and my grandma are both in the bathroom with me. And I remember we were at my grandma's house, and my mom and my grandma are at the sink. They're like washing up. I think we had just gone berry picking, I think. And if I remember correctly, it was strawberry picking. And the only reason I remember it was strawberries was because we were all taking turns peeing, and I don't know why I remember this, but I remember getting up. I was done. It was, you know, my grandma's turn to go. And she turns around and pulls her pants down, and I see on one of her butt cheeks like a piece of a strawberry, like she had somehow gotten the strawberry down into her pants and her undies, and it had smooshed and stuck to her hiney. Oh my god. And we just had the biggest laugh, my mom, my grandma, and I just remember my grandma and her little white hiney sticking out with this smushed strawberry against it. Oh, farm life, how much fun was that? And I think I just want that. But I don't think if I smushed a strawberry to my butt would I get that feeling again. I don't think it's gonna be quite that easy. I think it's gonna be a little more work than that.
Yeah, I think a farm with like berries and nuts, fruit trees.
You and your filberts. That's all you want is a filbert tree.
Filbert trees are cool. A farm like that's a lot. It's a lot of work still, but it's not like if you don't get up in the morning and take care of the animals, they're going to get sick and die. It's a lot more forgiving for a personality type that's a procrastinator.
What are you saying?
You know.
I hope you're talking about yourself, because
Wake up on the weekend.
I would never procrastinate, like, ever.
Wake up on the weekend. I really don't want to get out of bed just yet.
Okay, that might be me. Like, if I had my way, I'm blaming it on the fact that I'm sick, though. If I had my way today, I'd just hang out in bed all day and not feeling so good. I'm having fun with you. And our little Sophie girl. Her favorite thing in the world is to sit on Papa's lap while we're driving, and she just looks out the window. We actually can't let the window be rolled down when she's over there, though, because she has a tendency to want to jump. And she's tiny, but she doesn't realize it. Okay, so tell me your earliest country farm memory.
I don't know about earliest, but
One of your favorite then?
my favorite is during the era my mom was married to her second husband, where it was a lot like the Brady Bunch. Me and my two sisters and my brother, so that's 4 of us, and my mom, joining a family of 3 boys and a girl. So
Really?
yeah, there were 8 kids, and
Wow.
for the first time in my life, we were taking on an outing that was like outdoorsy and cool. We were headed to go deep sea fishing at the Oregon coast, I think in Wheeler Bay. But we stopped at, Jerry was the stepdad. We stopped at one of his friend's houses on a farm. And we were going to get up really early the next morning and go fishing. But we got there early in the day, so we were on this farm hanging out all day. And we all walked around the farm chasing the farm animals, or just, you know, exploring. It would be the first time that, and the last time, anybody ever convinced me to pee on an electric fence.
Oh, good God, Jason. Who talked you into that?
I didn't know it was an electric fence.
Who told you to pee on it?
I think it was little Jerry Jr.
Oh, good God.
But anyway.
Were you the youngest of everybody?
No, I think Amanda was the youngest, but
You were close.
I was close.
And okay, so
Anyway, okay.
I'm afraid to ask what happened.
Just let me say, I got yelled at for peeing on the electric fence Fortunately, the fence was not on. The guy turned it off because we were going to be wandering around his fields. But I got yelled at pretty good for peeing on an electric fence.
Oh, thank God. I thought
yeah.
you had like a traumatic pee-pee injury or something.
Yeah. Well, and the picture the guy painted for me, what could have happened was much akin to a hot dog in a microwave.
Oh my God.
Which I highly doubt would have happened. It's more like touching a live
But
end
you
wire or
don't.
something.
You don't want to find out.
I don't want to find out. No. So, but the best part was searching the fields, because there was a lot of overgrowth that the cows and the bull was the one we were looking for. They were wandering around, and we had to go out and find them.
Are you serious? You went out and like...
And we went out looking for the bull.
Why would you do that?
Well, we found the bull, but he was really boring. What wasn't really boring was the guy's horse, who was a real ass. Like, his horse was just a jerk. Like, mean horse. And we weren't picking on him, throwing things at him or anything. We just wanted to find them and try to get close and touch him or something.
Yeah.
That freaking horse chased me everywhere.
Did you have a cookie in your pocket?
I was...
You always have like junk food on hand.
No.
Did you have something in your pocket that it
I
wanted?
was a big kid, but I was also like a chunky kid. Like, I always was.
It was trying to work you out, honey.
But I'm telling you, when that horse, I thought I'll escape the horse by running into this little stable area that didn't have a back door. Turned out it was just a shelter for the animals. The horse was coming in after me, and it had like a 5-foot wall and then a space above the wall so the animal could look out but have some shelter, and just a big enough opening to walk in. Well, for a horse to walk in.
Did you think you were gonna die?
I thought the horse was going to attack me, so my fat little chubby kid ass just flew over that wall, which was as tall as me. I don't know how I did it. There's no way I could have repeated it without being chased by a man-eating horse. So I got over the wall and I got the hell out of there, and everybody was on the ground laughing at me. And it was pretty funny. Once I'd escaped and wasn't scared for my life anymore.
Oh, honey, were you traumatized?
I was a little traumatized.
Do you want a horse?
I don't want a horse.
Are you afraid that it will eat you still?
No, I got no problem with horses now.
Okay, we're almost at the art store, so I've got to focus. Get into my happy place. And I have to think about what it is I want, so I'll be back. So that coffee place right there looks familiar.
Yeah, Mary Artist is right here.
Sweet. Okay, find us a parking spot, babes. Oh, look, you could just do a big old spinner right there.
You want to do a Yui?
Yeah, Go for it. Isn't that what they do on those action shows that you like to watch so much? What do they call it? Drifting into the spot?
Yeah.
Floating into the spot? I don't know what it's called. If you would have done that for reals, I probably would have kicked your butt. You see that dude like looking at us?
I mean, power slide.
Yeah, one of those moves. I would have done this the whole time. Actually, that's bullcrap. I would have screamed my ass off the whole time. Here's my husband doing his amazing parallel park. I can't parallel park if my life depends on it. But he's got it down to a fine art. This guy's got a bike rack on the back of his. Please be careful. Oh, thank you. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, we're getting ready to go to the art store. I'm so excited. Mary Artist is my face.
She just asked me if there's a budget here.
It doesn't
Mark the paper.
Right. They also have one a little past of it. There's a whole room of paper back there.
If you're into art supplies, this is what? Porn?
It's a cold crowd.
This is like porn for artists.
Yeah.
Strathmore mixed media. Only 17 a piece. Can I buy 4? Okay, so we just got back in the car from Mary Artist. Jason's talking to his mom. Hi, Mom. Okay. I'm a little worried that since I will not be working after the end of this month, that might be the last time I'll be able to go to an art store and just spend money without really paying attention.
Bye-bye.
So, yeah. Bye, Mary Artist. I will see you soon, I hope. We are back in the car, enjoying more a country drive. We're actually heading to Barnes & Noble over in Bridgeport Village. I think we're heading to the freeway. So it won't be much country drive anymore. I recently discovered this radio station I absolutely adore. I think it's like an OPB station. NPRI, they do, yeah. I don't know, I just love it. I just love this music. Not feeling so good. I think we're gonna just hit the bookstore, let me pick up my magazines I wanna read, and head home. Because Mama is tired, she needs a nap. I am not feeling good. I'm trying, you know, I kind of started this morning thinking if I just fake my way to feeling awesome, then I will automatically like be well, and that's not exactly how this is gonna work today. And my body's saying, okay, Chrissy, you've got to take a break because one way or the other, you're going down. Whether you choose to or we make you go down. As if there's more than one of me in here or something. I don't know who we are, but yeah, so that's what's happening next is on our way to the bookstore. Okay, so I know this is much later in the day and it might be a little bit weird, but I didn't want to end the vlog without saying goodnight. It's much later in the day. I am back home and in bed. I'm officially sick again, or at least I'm officially now taking care of my sicky self. So I had a really good day today with Jason. It was a lot of fun with our Sophie girl. And yeah, my official plan for the rest of the evening is I've got myself set up with a lot of crap. You see all that crap right there? There's a couple of books. I have my cough medicine. I have a hard drive. I have a journal over there in my iPad. My tissue, which is kind of integral at the moment. And there are more in there, I hope. Yeah, there are. And my Sophie girl, who's gonna hang out with Mama for a while. My fuzzy blanket. And if I get bored doing all of that, then I'll probably just turn on the telly or as tired as I am, I might just fall asleep. But I wanted to say good night. Thanks so much for watching my my very first official vlog. I've never done one of these before. I'm not even sure if I did it right, but it was a lot of fun. Anyways, until next time, I love you guys and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.